Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Those wise words spoken by Ben Franklin can relate to many areas of our lives as leaders, right? They could relate to our health, to our relationships, to our career, to our business, and just to the difference that we're making in the world around us. But the question is, how often are we doing that? Well, my name is Lissa Figgins, and I am passionate about helping women leaders to have a simple plan to look, feel, and give their best. And so today, let's talk about how we can make those words come true in our life as well. How often do you find yourself saying, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. And really, have you ever stopped and asked yourself the question, why is tomorrow better? I mean, there may be some times when it's a legitimate reason, but oftentimes I bet it's just because procrastination makes right now feel better. Usually waiting till tomorrow isn't going to make anything any better. In fact, tomorrow may never come because guess what we're tempted to say the next day. So here are 3 keys for starting something instead of putting it off until tomorrow. Key number 1, identify your priorities. What is it that really is going to matter in a week, in a month, in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years? Identify the things that are those want tos versus the have tos, and then decide on what's the one thing that's going to help me today move towards this goal. Now that you already have a priority, the second step is going to be to time block. If you're like me, oftentimes I would put it on a big grand to-do list, and then what happens? That to-do list just follows me around throughout the day and never really gets done. And then I just feel frustrated because it keeps getting longer and it keeps growing bigger. So instead, decide when you're going to do it. Time block it, mark it in your schedule, set aside that time so you don't have to think or worry about it until that time comes, and then you can actually just get it done. And the third tip, you ready for this one? Plan for tomorrow. Right? This is about one day after the next. So go to bed feeling good about the fact that you accomplished that one thing, and then decide what's the one thing going to be for tomorrow. And then do that the next day, and then do that the next day, and the next day. And think about how much progress you're going to make towards those goals just by not saying, I'm going to wait until tomorrow. So what's your top tip for starting today? I'd love to hear down in the comments. And maybe what's one area that you want to start working on today? Is it your health? Is it a relationship? Is it your business, your career? Maybe it's how you spend your time or having more time freedom. Maybe it's having work-life balance or having a little extra income to give you some of that work-life balance. Go ahead and share down below, and I'd always love to have a conversation. You can shoot me a message and we can set a time to talk about those goals and how we can start today.